This episode of the What's Happening Delco podcast is brought to you by Delco Meets for Business. Check us out on Meetup, register, and attend one of our fantastic networking meetings, which we meet on the first and third Thursday at the Brick House in Ridley Park, and the second and fourth Thursday at the Upper Crust in Newtown Square. We look forward to seeing you there. What's happening, Delco? I'm Rich Shane, and welcome to the What's Happening Delco podcast. Today, I'm joined by Lori Bollinger of Happy Souls. Lori, welcome to the podcast.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here. Lori, what is Happy Souls?
So, Happy Souls, we're located in Springfield, Delaware County, Pennsylvania, and we are a program of the Communities Foundation, which is a 501(c) nonprofit organization. And our mission is to provide care packages, comfy socks, and funding to cancer patients that need help with their fertility.
How did all this get started, Lori?
So it got started in 2018. I was diagnosed with cervical cancer, and luckily I did not need any treatment. I just needed surgery. And after that, I came out of it wanting to do something to help others, and I didn't know what to do. So I thought about it for a while and decided that I was going to hand out socks to other people in my position, as well as women that were dealing with fertility issues, because we had some people in my family who had fertility issues. So we did that for a couple years. Literally, we gave out about 5,000 pairs of socks to local doctors' offices. We teamed up with organizations such as Unite for Her, Living Beyond Breast Cancer, Kisses for Kyle. These are all local organizations in the Philadelphia area. And after that, I always wanted to do more. I work a full-time job, though, and I find that it's a little hard to do more. And I really wanted to be a nonprofit. And so I sat on it for a while, and I met up with the Communities Foundation, which is a nonprofit in Delaware County. They're located in Ridley, PA, and they were able to sponsor me. So I have a sponsorship by them. So they sponsor about 63 organizations in the Delaware County area. And so through them, I was able to get my 501(c)(3) status. We evolved from socks over time. So we do now provide grants to cancer patients that are dealing with fertility issues. That stems from my sister-in-law. So my husband's sister was diagnosed with breast cancer over 10 years ago, and she was just recently married when she was diagnosed. So basically, she realized when she was diagnosed that she was going to have to deal with fertility issues. So I don't know if you know, but a lot of cancer treatments like chemotherapy and radiation and other types of treatment, they can affect a man or woman's fertility. So her mission was to help cancer patients with their fertility. And my sister-in-law took a turn for the worse in 2023. She ended up losing her battle to breast cancer. And after she passed, we decided that we would continue her mission, my husband and I. And so we added the fertility portion to Happy Souls after that. And that's become a really big driver of our mission. We still give out socks, we still give out care packages, but our main focus is helping local cancer patients with grants for fertility.
When it came to the inception and deciding to give out or donate something, how did you land on socks?
So I landed on socks because for a woman, it's really not comfortable to go to the gynecologist. And a lot of the times, you have to put your feet up in stirrups. And so I thought, well, to make yourself a little bit more comfortable and to bring a little bit more cheerfulness to the visit, why not wear a pair of fun socks? And so that's where the socks came from. So every pair of socks that we do donate usually has a fun pattern on it, fun color, just to put a smile on somebody's face.
When it comes to the fertility aspect of how you're helping, how do people find you? How do they know to get a hold of you and go through the process?
So they can find us at our website. It's www.happy-souls.org. And so they can find us there. And on that page, there is a section where you can apply for a grant.
Fertility costs a lot of money over time. Is there a limit to how much the grant is or how that works?
So yes, it does cost a lot of money right now. So we started collecting donations for the fertility grants in 2023. So we want to help as many people as we can. So right now our grants are anywhere from $500 to $2,500. We're hoping that over time we can increase that amount through the help of donations from our local community.
You talk about donations. Obviously, this helps you help other people. How are you able to accept, or how can people get involved if they want to donate? Go to the website. Do you have a fundraiser? Do you have activities throughout the year?
I do. So you can go to the website, and right on our homepage, there is a donate button that you can click and donate. All donations are tax deductible. If you do not want to just donate money, but you want to attend a fundraiser, we have them all throughout the year. We have a couple fundraisers coming up right now. We have a golf outing, so it will be our second annual golf outing in June 23rd, at McCall Golf Club in Upper Darby, Pennsylvania. So we have that's coming up. And that is a full day of activities. So it starts out at lunchtime. There is a lunch buffet, 18 holes of golf. And then afterwards, we have a nice banquet where prizes are given out, dinner, open bar for 2 hours, music. It's a great time. We were able to raise about $20,000 last year. So that is our big fundraiser that's coming up in June. Also, we are in the midst of planning a exercise class. So there will be an exercise class held in March of 2025. And we're still kind of hashing out the details on that. Otherwise, we do have, if you follow us on social media, so we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook. If you just go and look up Happy Souls, we're there. And we always have online raffles. So we try to do some raffles every month or every other month. And with that, we raise funds. Usually we'll raffle off a nice designer purse. Right now, we're raffling off a $300 package for jewelry and some kids' crafts for some holiday fun. And then also we love to team up with anything Delco. We love Delco. I am born and raised in Delco. And so right now we have teamed up with the Delco Effect. They're a candle company and outside of Morton, in Morton, actually, Pennsylvania. And so we created a Happy Souls candle, and we are selling them for $20 right now. It's a 9-ounce candle. They retail for $20, but we've, like I said, we've paired up with them, and they will give $5 from every candle to Happy Souls.
What excites me and makes me smile is to hear the Delaware County, the Delco people coming together, and each has their lane, but they're coming and they're helping each other get the word out, donate, get funds donated. It's a really special thing that both you and the Delco Effect are doing to come together. Talk about right now just some of the challenges that you're seeing through trying to help people with the fertilization process. Are there things beyond the chemotherapy, the treatment that people should be aware of that you're able to help them with?
Yeah, so the biggest challenge is really information. When somebody is diagnosed with cancer, it's a whirlwind, right? So you're dealing with the emotions of finding out that you have cancer. Your head is spinning, and a lot of the times you're thinking about treatment and you're not thinking about fertility. And right now, survivorship is very big in the cancer community. We've got great medicines now where people are living long, full lives. And so, but what happens is patients don't realize, and they're not educated to know that these treatments can hurt their fertility. And that prior to treatment, there is time. Most patients do have some time where they can actually preserve their fertility. So that's a big hurdle for a lot of cancer patients. And then the second hurdle is finding the money to do so, because insurance does not cover the cost of this. Most most health plans do not cover the cost of preserving fertility.
That's fascinating to me, and that's a great point. And the idea that this can be preserved so that decisions you need to make for your own health provide opportunity down the road to bear and have children, right?
Yep. Yeah. And we've got some great success stories in my family. So, my sister-in-law who was diagnosed with breast cancer, she had her own challenges, but we have other family members that actually have had children through the help of in vitro fertilization due to cancer. So it works. And so that's why we stand behind what we do.
Lori, who motivates you? Who inspires you?
Who motivates me? I'd have to say I'm going to say my sister-in-law, Janet Bollinger Doherty. She dealt with her breast cancer for 10 years. She never did not have a smile on her face. She advocated for others. And so when she passed, my husband and I and her family really wanted to continue her legacy by continuing our work with oncofertility.
You are Delco through and through. You have a cheesesteak craving. Where are you going for cheesesteak?
Tough one. I'm not going to Philadelphia. I can tell you that. I'm going to stay in Delco. Everybody asks me. I work in the insurance industry. I have clients that come into town, and they always ask me where to get a cheesesteak. And I say, do not go to Pat's or Gino's. Sorry, Pat's and Gino's. Love you. But you're going to find good cheesesteaks in Delco. I do have to say, and I don't know, this is on the fringe of Delco and people might scoff, but Mama's, and I believe it's Bala Cynwyd. That's the best cheesesteak I've ever had in the area.
All right. We're in Montgomery County, but okay, it's close enough. You could just pretend that you're outside the bubble a little bit. How about for pizza? Where are you going for pizza?
This is so cliche, but I'm going to Pica's. I love Pica's. So if I'm going for a specialty pizza that's a little different, I'm going to go for Pica's if I'm going to send an out-of-towner to Delco to get pizza. But if I'm just going to order on a Friday night from a local pizza shop, we love Sereno's Pizza in Springfield.
Favorite toppings?
Pepperoni.
Wawa or Royal Farms for your convenience store needs?
Wawa, for sure. Little tidbit, I worked at Wawa in college.
There you go. Do you still have any kind of savings package or anything that you were able to build up?
No, it was a summer job, but really appreciate all the workers at Wawa. It's a great place to work.
How do you describe Delco to somebody who's never been here or who has not heard of Delco before?
It's a vibe. Delco is a vibe. I guess that's all I can really say about it. You have to live here to understand it. And it's the best place. I'm never leaving.
Besides the cautionary tale of your cheesesteak belief and understanding of not going to Pat's or Gino's, you have friends or family coming in from out of town and you want to give them or take them to have that Delco experience. Where are you sending them or where are you taking them?
I'm going to take them to one of the many local bars, probably. And I'm going to have to say that if I have to pick a bar, it's the Delco Cup.
The Delco Cup. No one has mentioned the Delco Cup ever on the podcast yet. Is that the whole tour of Delco, the Delco Cup? That's all you're going to do with them?
No. So let's see. That would be the end of my night, to be honest with you. That's a
you
night.
Start with the end in mind.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's the end. If I'm gonna go, if we're gonna go to dinner, I would have to say that we'd probably go to a nicer dinner, the Clam Tavern. Can't go wrong with the Clam Tavern in Clifton. So that's a great place. We'll go do some shopping. We're definitely gonna go down Main Street in Media, hit up all the little shops there and do some shopping. Just a lot of great nuggets in Delaware County.
Your tour sounds like fun. Lori, is there anything we haven't spoken about on the podcast? Anything you want people to know more about you or Happy Souls?
So the one thing I could tell you about Happy Souls too is that we just enacted a scholarship fund. So this year will be the first year that we're giving out a scholarship. It's the Janet Bollinger Doherty Law School Scholarship Fund. And so we are giving out a $5,000 scholarship this year to a local Delaware County student that is heading off to law school. So the requirement is that you live in Delaware County or have lived in Delaware County, and that you are continuing studies and heading off to law school. And so that also can be found on our website too, to apply for that. It is closed now. We are in the midst of picking our applications for the 24-25 year. Well, actually it's 25-26 because it'll be for next year that they'll receive the scholarship. But just so everybody knows that next summer, if you or somebody you know is heading off to law school, to definitely hit our website up and to apply. We'd love to award a local student a scholarship, and we hope in the future that we can give out more than just one.
That is tremendous. All right, lots going on, lots to be aware of. Thank you so much for what you do to make Delco a better place, to help people going through a lot of struggles and a lot of challenges. You make their lives easier, and that's so appreciated in this world we live in. Thanks, too, for being a friend of What's Happening Delco. We can't wait to maybe see you at your fundraising event and being out there. Nobody lets me golf, so that's probably a safe place, but I did hear 2-hour open bar, so that's good, too.
Yep. And if you don't golf, you can still come to the banquet afterwards. We have 2 options. You can golf or you just come to the banquet afterwards. We'd love to see you there.
Lori, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Hey, it's Rich. Thank you so much for being a listener to the What's Happening Delco podcast. I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to learn more about the people and businesses in our community. I have been a real estate agent for over 25 years, working with first-time home buyers to last-time home sellers. As a listener of the podcast, my gift to you is a complimentary 1-year American Home Shield home warranty. This is for buyers and sellers that I help. If you're looking to move anywhere in the United States, I have you covered with an amazing network of real estate agents. I look forward to hearing from you. My direct line is 215-313-3777, or you can email me at rshaneremax@comcast.net. Oh, by the way, I am never too busy for any of your referrals.